So what's been happening the last 4 weeks is I have been picking up an extra shift every week, and this is not something that I had planned to do. They've just been coming up, and I've continued to say yes, but I'm definitely feeling it, and it's definitely affecting my eating habits. Because at least even if I was bad on those graveyard nights that I worked, having the extra one, now I'm bad majority of the week. So and I'm so tired. I'm so just disoriented. I just feel like I'm not making good choices. I'm not working out as much. So this week I have also already agreed to pick up an extra shift. But after that, I really have to set a boundary that it's gonna be once a month that I'm gonna be picking up the extra shift, because I can see like how quickly this has thrown me out of balance, and I just don't feel good. And like sometimes I'm exaggerating. This is not what's happening, but sometimes when I'm super sleep deprived, I feel like my brain is swelling. It's just like kind of this, it's like that foggy, groggy feeling when you take a nap in the middle of the day and, sleep for too long. I don't feel right. So, yeah, this will be the last week for a while that I'll be doing that. And so I am definitely gonna get a workout in today. Yesterday I just did legs, but I'm like ready. I'm so ready. Like I got sleep last night, and I'll get some more sleep tonight, and so I will be hopefully nice and rested before I have to start that 4-day graveyard work week again. Okay, not my best work. This is kind of a high carb breakfast, and I'm having a high carb dinner because we're doing spaghetti and meatballs, which I had pre-planned. So I really need to either skip lunch altogether or make sure that I have a high protein, low carb lunch. I did want to try this out though, because I have talked about getting a protein creamer for my coffee. And then I just saw this and thought maybe I'll try that out. Probably not something budget wise that's going to be feasible, but these are about $1 less than some of the other ones that I've seen. So I'm just going to try it out. Oh, I wasn't recording this whole time. Okay, let me start over. I am going into town today, and while I'm in town, I'm going to pick up a parasite cleanse. I used to have one that I had from Amazon. It was para something. So it's got like the cloves, the wormwood. So it basically takes care of all sorts of different parasites, including like bacteria. And so for me, the reason that I'm really needing to do this is because ever since I got sick a few weeks ago, I have continued to just be bloated and gassy. My pants don't even fit anymore. And I'm checking the scale, and the scale is still saying 131. So I know that I'm not gaining weight. This is all bloat. It's extremely uncomfortable. And I've also noticed that I'm craving sweet things that I do not usually crave. So to me, that signals probably candida. So I'm going to go start taking those. And then what I'll do with those is usually when I have them, I'll take it like once or twice a week just because, just, make sure. But then because I actually have something going on, I will be taking one every day. And then once symptoms improve, I'll probably take it for 2 more days after that. And then I'll go back to my once or twice a week. Okay, I just wanted to share this because it's just one of those weird things, and I don't know, it felt talk worthy. I had a dream last night that I was wearing this, like it was like a sports bra and like these really short workout shorts, and so you could see my midriff, and like, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I'm just like, everything, it looks so smooth and so perfect, and like just, it was like, I just like, you could see like I had a little bit of muscle, and I would just like, I mean, I'm 40, I've had kids, like nothing on here is smooth, like nothing. But I just like, my skin was perfect. My face didn't look like my face. I looked like just like Ukrainian, probably like a 15-year-old Ukrainian girl. But anyway, I was just like, I don't know what that was. It was just, but I was looking in the mirror and I was so like excited and proud of how I looked. And I was wearing the sports bra, and the shorts were like some like ugly colors that I would never wear. But like, I was just like so proud of myself and just kind of like looking and being like, wow, you know, I did this. And it's like, I know that's not really achievable. It's primarily the smooth part. Like, it was just like I was looking at myself through a filter, but I don't know what that was. And then I also I had a dream that I said something like super inappropriate in front of all of like the church kids at homeschool co-op. Like, what? I don't know what's going on. This is what happens when I'm sleep deprived. I just have the weirdest dreams. And this is why I don't take melatonin. So for those of you that do take melatonin and it works for you, like, you are so lucky, because I tried it 2 times and it was like I was on psychedelics. I had the weirdest dreams ever, and like they woke me up from my sleep. It was just like so weird, and I couldn't do it. But yeah, this is another symptom of being sleep deprived. Also, I get really forgetful. I will put in my, like when I'm making a purchase, I'll put in my PIN backward. I become dyslexic. I'll start putting things in backwards. Even my phone number for rewards, I will mix up the numbers. And it's like it's almost like symptoms of dementia when I get super sleep deprived. So today I have a few errands to run, but I'm taking it easy. I'm not pushing myself. Once I come back from those errands, I'm gonna do nothing. One of the things that I need to change about my life is that I need to make the kids and just everybody in this household more responsible for like daily domestic duties, because I do everything. I do absolutely everything, and it's too much. And so at the very least, I just want people cleaning up after themselves, you know? And like, you know, the kids will put their dishes in the dishwasher, but then nobody puts them away once they're clean. It's always me every morning. I got to be the one who comes out there to do it. And if I sleep in because I worked graveyard, I will come out there and the dishes will still have not been, nobody will take the initiative. Once in a while, my daughter will take the initiative, but it's like nothing's going, nothing's spinning, the world is not turning until I get out of bed and start it, you know? And it's like, I really got to get everybody just, and not just for me, but like they need to do those things for themselves. Like, this is this kind of lifestyle where you just get up and, you know, there's no plan, there's no like, okay, I'm hungry now, I'm gonna make something, I'm gonna make a mess and then go back to what I was doing before. And just this whole routine of just doing this whole non-routine routine, and then just having no purpose when you get up, and then not like cleaning up after yourself, not thinking I need to take a shower now, you know. It's just, it's wild. And I feel like I'm outnumbered. But my daughter is very helpful, and she is one of the few who doesn't need to be told to take a shower. It's just like, you know, some of you may have kids, some of you may not, but how do you teach them these things? Because I remember like having a room that was a little bit messy, but like I never to the point where you like didn't have room to walk around. Like, I didn't have things all in the walkway and stuff. I know, you know, I wouldn't make my bed, you know, and I'd have some clothes that maybe I wore for a minute but didn't want, you know, they weren't dirty, so I didn't put them in the hamper, so I kind of left them out because I didn't want to put them back in the drawer. And, you know, I think some of that is just like decision making. Like, it's just like, make a decision about it. Like, you know, just put it in the hamper, or if it's pretty much clean, just put it back in the drawer. I could rant about this for hours, but I'm trying to think, like, when did I figure it out? And really for me, I guess it was when I had kids, where I was like, you know, I have to create a clean, you know, workable environment for my kids to live in. So, you know, I need to make sure that I'm doing this stuff because they're too little. And then it gets to the point where they're not too little, and it's like, okay, how do we transition them into being responsible for themselves? And at the end of the day, it's like, I'm still willing to do a lot of stuff, but please just clean up after yourself. Like, just clean up after yourself, you know? And like nobody really gets that. And I don't, and that's like a value thing. That's like a character thing. And so I feel like I'm failing in that way to like teach that character. And so, you know, but then dad doesn't clean up after himself. So it's like, I'm just like, I'm doing this by myself. Nobody's going to listen to me, especially if there's one parent who's, you know, just doing whatever. So, yeah, I think a lot of parents probably struggle with this, but it's a respect thing, it's a character thing, and, you know, I don't know how to get them to see that. Like that, you know, some things that we do, some behaviors that we do, you know, even the way that we dress, like communicates something to people about us. And gosh, like I have in the last 8 years and ever since I moved, because I grew up in Southern California. So that's why sometimes I'll say things and you'll think, wow, like she's really shallow about her body and stuff. And that was just kind of how it was. Like there was a bit of a body obsession thing. Like it was a workout culture, you know, you were in bathing suits all the time. And, but then I moved up here, and Washington, it's raining, you know, all the time. You're not wearing cute shoes. That's just not a thing. I mean, you're going to step in mud. There's mud and gravel everywhere. And so I started getting really sloppy, you know, just like Walmart style, you know, sweatshirt, pajamas, like not doing my hair. I mean, look, like I'm making these videos and it's like I don't even care, which again, like I've said before, is a nice thing. Like it's a liberating thing to not care, but also like sometimes we do need to care a little bit. We do need to like present ourselves in a way that, you know, looks like we put some effort into our appearance, you know. But obviously I'm not doing that, am I? So I did learn to French braid. I can't French braid my own hair, but I French braid my daughter's hair now. So I'm kind of proud of that. That was something that I wanted to master a while ago. And then I sort of learned how to do it and forgot how to do it. It's not that it's not that hard. I was overcomplicating it. It's not. So anyone can do it. It's just like a regular braid, but I somehow told myself it wasn't a regular braid, but it's the exact same thing. You just keep scooping more hair in as you go down. I don't know why that was so complicated for me before. But anyway, it's nice. Eventually you figure things out if you live long enough. Since it's been chaotic and I still have sort of a chaotic week ahead, I just want to set one simple goal for myself that I can feel good about accomplishing by the end of the week. And that is to hit my 10 push-ups mark. So if that's the only thing I get done this week for myself, then I'm going to be happy with that. And so I hope to have a video of that on Monday.